Hey, this is Sammy. On Friday, January 24th, we took 10 trades today in Dow futures for 340 points. That's an inordinate amount of trades, but I was trading the London session and a little bit later in the New York session, so we got a few extra trades in. This was my first trade. This was actually during the London session. I'm over in Spain right now, so I was out on the beach having an espresso, and you can see I took this trade on my phone, so I didn't have a video of it, but I grabbed a quick screenshot before it slammed down. I actually ended up locking 40 points when I hit that blue line right below me there. That was a Fibonacci line, 76.4, I believe. Then I got back to the office. This was my second trade, pre-market trading here, and it actually is going to turn into a break-even trade. We do move our stop loss into profit to protect our trades and our money, our psychology, so we can find the next opportunity. We only had short time frame data, so we played very conservative, and we hit our break-even. After we hit that break-even, we noticed that our market was coming back down to value area low. We're working with these deviation zones, so we're coming through that deviation, that red line is deviation 1. The tools that we're using are incredibly powerful, especially when you frame it in with data. We know we're going to have that momentum, that sentiment to actually get to where we're going. You can see we stumble into 5 and 15 minute support right here. It's been a risk-free trade with the stop loss and take profit, and we quickly hit this 15-minute support with 32 points. This is the open trade coming out of that 5 and 15 minute support. You can see how fast it moves. Just barely had time to move our take profit. I didn't even get time to move the stop loss into place, and we hit a 29 point take profit. You can see we went up, hit that value area high in VPOC, and we're coming back through the sell GAN. We're coming back through deviation. We're working our way down into those support zones again. I just popped out to the minute chart really quick to see what was going on there. We got our stop loss into profit, so it's a risk-free trade at this point. We quickly smash down to that value area low, very powerful support level, and lock in 56 points. Literally about 1 minute later, the data just all popped on the sentiment side. We re-entered as we pushed through value area low. Now we're working through a volume gap. Let's see what happens. Remember, the stop loss is in profit at this point. The trade is risk-free, so we can really focus on managing the trade. We're coming up to this pink line right here. This pink line is actually the pivot for the day. We're going to go ahead and lock in 37 points on the pivot. You can see the market pulled off of that pivot line, went back up to deviation. We're working in a very sensitive area here with value area low and a volume gap to the short side. Let's try again. You can see how we are picking up sentiment, momentum. We've got volatility breaks to the short side. Working our way down to that third deviation band. Let's take a look and see how the trade plays out. Have a totally silly tiny stop loss in place. I can't believe I haven't moved this thing yet into a profit position or break even. So we'll do that, and right about the same time here, we're going to go ahead and lock in 35 points right when we hit the 61.8 Fibonacci. Now off that 61.8 Fibonacci, look left, that was the last move we just took. Now we have a signature reversal process with short time frame data firing. We're going to go long and see if we can't hit VWAP up here. Risk-free trade, so we are looking right now, we're testing this open area. This open area is very powerful. It was the 930 open price. We're going to lock in 31 points here. We can see we are coming off of VWAP. That's that pink line. We're heading down to deviation. We're coming back through the open price to the short side. We're just looking to get down to that value area low and that deviation. There's a lot of support right in that area. and we make our way down, and we're going to hit our 35 point take profit. This was my last trade. It was kind of late. It was about 8 o'clock at night here in Spain, so I traded a long time yesterday, in and out. You can see we've got tons of momentum, tons of sentiment, a couple of volatility breaks for our last trade where we locked in 45 points.